but it's an unforeseen problem. What a problem. Came out of nowhere, but we're taking care of it. We have big news on the ship. A lot of things are happening on the ship. People are being tested right now. It's close to 5,000 people, so it's a big ship. We're doing testing on those people.
Amazon, Facebook, and Microsoft are telling their Seattle staffs to work from home. Streets of this tech hub now eerily quiet.
Do you have anything to say to the press?
I just want to make it clear that in terms of tests, we have provided all the tests to the state of Washington and the state of California that they've asked for. The production and shipping of tests that we've talked about all week is completely on schedule. All of the CDC tests, the tests that are available to test up to 75,000 people, CDC has shipped to America's public health labs. Those are out.
Authorities admit they're losing the fight to stop coronavirus spreading through Sydney.
Today, those in charge were conceding.
Containment is likely to be an unlikely outcome.
We are not going to be able to contain this virus.
That IDT, the private contractor working with CDC to ship to the private sector and hospitals, has already shipped enough tests for 700,000 tests.
Containment is likely to be an unlikely outcome.
We are not going to be able to contain this virus.
And the remaining lots are arriving at CDC this morning for quality control and should get out as we forecast this weekend.
We are not going to be able to contain this virus. We are not going to be able to contain this virus.
And then next week we'll keep ramping up production, so as many as 4 million tests next week are going to be driving forward.
We are not going to be able to contain this virus.
So everything is on schedule for the test.
We are not going to be able to contain this virus.
Well, job numbers just came out and they're incredible.
We are not going to be able to contain this virus.
The job numbers were tremendous, and we picked up close to 80,000 new jobs from last report.
We are not going to be able to contain this virus.
And if you add that up, it's over 350,000 jobs. Containment is likely to be an unlikely outcome. Job numbers just came out a little while ago, and they were shocking to the people that were analyzing them. Containment is likely to be an unlikely outcome. You know, a lot of people are staying here, and they're going to be doing their business here. They're going to be traveling here, and they'll be going to resorts here, and, you know, we have a great place. It's where so foreign people come, but we're going to have Americans staying home instead of going and spending their money in other countries.
Qantas today put on notice for potentially putting passengers and staff at risk of catching the virus.
We've had a lot of travel inside the USA.
We are not going to be able to contain this virus.
Well, all we can do is do what we do.
We are not going to be able to contain this virus.
People are staying here and spending their money here as opposed to going to Europe and other places.
May be forced to turn away patients suspected of having the virus because of a shortage of face masks.
The government has got about 20 million face masks in storage. My question is, when is the right time for them to release it? I would suggest the time is now.
So the job numbers were at a level that nobody thought possible. They were really incredible.
There are fears another cruise ship could be contaminated.
One American passenger on board the ship has already died from the virus. Now 21 other people on board are also showing symptoms.
You can only hold somebody's hand for so long.
Any concern that the virus is more widespread than originally thought because of the lack of testing?
Containment is likely to be an unlikely outcome.
We are not going to be able to contain this virus.
Laboratories all around the world are working on a vaccine.
I heard one person, and because of the one person at a high level, because of the one person, they didn't want me going, but I would prefer going. And now that the test came out negative, we're going to try and go.
There are now 2 doctors from Liverpool and Ryde hospitals have been infected with COVID-19. And we now know both attended a radiologist conference in Sydney in February. They didn't know each other and had no direct contact on the day.
We're recontacting everyone who attended that workshop at the same time.
How do you keep people from panicking? I don't think they're panicking. I don't think people are panicking.
Hospitals, a nursing home, and now a child care centre has been thrust into this emergency. The concern is 17 children from the Banksia Centre on the Macquarie University campus may have been exposed to the virus after visiting the Baptist Care nursing home 10 days ago.
Last night we did an interview on Fox last night, a town hall. I think it was very good, and I said, calm, you have to be calm. It'll go away.
Today, a military helicopter flew test kits to the ship to see if anyone on board has coronavirus. Officials say 35 people have shown flu-like symptoms.
The nursing home is now in complete lockdown. Residents have been confined to their rooms and visitors have been banned.
We have very low numbers compared to major countries throughout the world. Our numbers are lower than just about anybody.
The tentacles of this virus certainly run deep.
In terms of deaths, I don't know what the count is today. Is it 11? 11 people? And in terms of cases, it's very, very few. When you look at other countries, it's a very tiny fraction because we've been very strong at the borders.
Some staff here are clearly rattled and failed to turn up to work.
It's understandable because people are frightened. They're scared of just what this virus could do. But then you have a ship with a lot of Americans on it. It's got 5,000 people on it. It's a massive ship, and they want to come in. So we have to make a decision. We're working with the governor of California.
One American passenger on board the ship has already died from the virus. Now 21 other people on board are also showing symptoms.
So strong as a country now. We have never been like this. I think we're in great shape. I think we're in great shape. Unexpectedly, a number of months ago, I heard about it in China, came out of China, I heard about it, and we made a good move. We closed it down.
All major sporting events, including its top-tier football league, will be played behind closed doors, with fans banished from the stands.
Stopped it. Otherwise, the head of CDC said last night that you would have had thousands of more problems if we didn't shut it down very early. It was a very early shutdown, which is something we got right. Stopped it. Otherwise, you would have had thousands of more problems if we didn't shut it down. Stopped it. Stopped it. Stopped it. Shut it down. Shut it down. Shut it down.